Hey guys. So, I've been wanting to do a haul video over all the stuff I've collected over this summer, I guess you could say, the last couple months. So this is going to, and I've tried to make this video 1,000 times, but it's been too long, and I can't really work my editing system right now. So, what I'm going to do now is just chop it up into little bitty pieces. So this is going to be, I'm going to do it all at the same time, just letting you know. But I'm going to do like face, skincare, and go on and on and on and so forth. So in this one, I'm going to be talking about skincare and face products, and then go from there and see how long all the other videos will be. So, I guess getting started, we could start with skincare, which I've gotten Fourth Ray Beauty cleansers and the cleansing oil. This all stemmed from a sample that I got from them, and it is the BFD cleansing oil, which I think this is the only cleansing oil that they have. The Cloud Bank cleanser and the AM to the PM gel cleanser. And when I had the sample, I don't know if I tricked, if it was like a placebo effect, but like I really did see a difference in my skin and how like dewy and glowy it looked and how beautiful it was. So I bought the real pack, the actual size stuff. And have I used it at all? No, I have not. So I can't really like do a review about it. Then because of that, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna have this whole new skincare routine, I got the Best Served chilled watermelon face stuff that came with the watermelon collection that they had. And this is the watermelon face milk and the watermelon seed oil. And as you can tell from the packaging, I have not really used it. I used it once. It smelled delicious, smelled like a watermelon. Did what I wanted it to do, which like, give me some moisture, some glow, maybe fix some stuff on my face. That's about it. Now the lip scrub I've used a lot, and it's super big. Like, I feel like these are worth the money. It's super big. It really like conditioned your lips and everything like that. I cannot get this stuff back on. But a funny thing that I noticed as I got the Wet n Wild watermelon one, smells the exact same, looks the exact same. Looked at how much content was in this. Oh, they are not the same. This has like a lot more. And I mean, I don't know, again, how much how much each of these products are. I think that this is like 5. This might be 8. But I would definitely buy this over the Wet n Wild one. Like, they're the same consistency, same everything. So, yeah. I don't know. If you're just going to buy one, this gives you a lot. Then, because of the Aha Honey palette, they came out with turmeric face oil and the Glow Up face oil. And I bought those because I get suckered into things all the time. And the turmeric oil looks like it has some type of glitter in it, so I guess we'll see what that actually does on my face. I have not used this stuff at all. I got the Remedy Niacinamide serum because I read it was like supposed to help your pores and help get rid of oil, which has been a big issue for me here lately. Then I also got hyaluronic acid. That's basically what this is. It's 2% hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid helps with moisture, makes your skin look plumper. So I got that. Also, I just got this today. Tested it, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. It's the Derma E Radiant Glow Face Oil from Sunkissed Alba. It's like her oil, and this is like for real, like serious stuff. I've been wanting this for like forever. I finally got it, and like I tested it out, and it just kind of seems like it's like a body oil, which I mean, I guess that's what it is. It's got a bunch of shimmer in it, and it's oil that you can use on your face, hair, all that. But I just like the fact that it was super big, and if you use it for your face or your body or your hair or whatever, you're probably not going to run out of it, because I mean, it is like a pretty big bottle. I mean, you get like 1 or 2 drops are pretty big, so we'll see how this goes. But that's all of like I've basically just gotten into face oils, as you can tell. But I'm going to use that to caveat us into the other thing, or to slingshot us into the other thing. Sorry, shouldn't have said that. Because I've got all these oils and stuff, my skin and just normal, like, my skin is really oily right now. You can tell. I have highlighter on my cheeks, but on my forehead, it gets super, super oily and gross. And that's because of the humidity outside. You can see that it's kind of starting to change, like, to cool off. And when it rains, it's super hot outside. It rains, causes humidity. And most of my job, I kind of stand outside, or so I have something to do with outside. Not a lot of the time, but most of the time. And so I got sick and tired of my skin being so oily and so gross. So I was like, I'm just going to buy a bunch of makeup products that'll hopefully make this go away. I got researching into the e.l.f. Plus series, whatever. And this is the Matte Oil Control Lotion with kaolin clay and tea tree oil. This is, like, I kind of was like, that's a contradiction, because how is it a moisturizer and it's supposed to be oil free? But I do believe that this can work. Like, it's not overly moisturizing. I can't really, like, attest at review, like, I can't review it because I haven't really tried it in a suitable situation, you know what I mean? Because the weather is so bad right now, I don't really expect anything to hold up to it. Or it would just have to be, like, super duper strong, which this is not. Also from that line, I purchased the Matte Oil Control Primer, and again, I used this today, but I did not set my foundation with powder and all the other stuff that I should have done. It ended up having, like, a ginormous storm, so that was, like, that was a element problem. Then went into, like, sweating because it was so hot. So I don't think this, again, it's not really tested, or, like, I can't approve it, disapprove it, whatever. Then I got here I just get the stuff that's in front of the camera so I'm not reaching. The Stay Matte line from Rimmel. I got the primer, this foundation spray, primer spray, whatever, I don't know why I wanted to call it that, and the powder. And this all together was cheaper than the e.l.f. line. So, I think that this works better, if I'm not mistaken. I know a lot of people have reviewed this. This is, like, old stuff. Also, because with the e.l.f. Plus line, people were saying that oil blotting powder was not everything it was cracked up to be. I got the Oil Control Priming Mist, and I was also just very curious about it. And I do like the Aqua Mist that they have. This is very similar, like the spraying effect of it, but again, I can't really test the non-oiliness of my face based on that, you know what I mean? Then for foundations, I guess you can say 3 new ones, but technically just 2, because I can't wear one because it's too light for my skin. But I got the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat Liquid Foundation, which I've been wanting to try. And then I got the new Dream Urban Cover Foundation from Maybelline. This one is way too overpriced to me. Like, I probably will not repurchase this again. This, however, and I got it in 2 shades. I got it in medium beige, which will fit me in the winter, and tawny, which fits me now. And these are very cheap. Like, they're very affordable. I'm not going to say cheap. And they work. Like, I'm very surprised at how well they work and stay on my face. And they do, I think that they do help with oil control. I will say that much. This, however, like I said, is just kind of like a glorified tinted moisturizer. I don't think it does a lot, but I could be wrong. I've only used it like a couple times, and it just hasn't impressed me or wowed me or made me think it was worth me paying $10 for it. Then for other primers, This one just fell. I got the pore filler from NYX just to try it because, like, I've watched a review with somebody did on it, so I wanted to get it. And then I think I'm going to get more NYX primers as time goes on, but they're just kind of expensive. Like, this was like $13, and like I could have probably bought this travel size one for $5 and it'd been fine, but I just wanted to get the full size one, I guess, because I got a big face. Then for the more exciting part, well, we'll get this out of the way. I've recently gotten back into like yellow under eye correctors because your girl's pretty sleep deprived, and so I got this Wet n Wild color corrector wheel, and I mean, it's not bad. Not as bad as you would think. It's just kind of like your standard color wheel that everybody did because everybody got into color correcting. Now, going into interesting stuff, we're going to talk about some palettes. I got the BH Cosmetics, I guess there's their travel series blush palettes, and Blushing in Bali, which is gorgeous. Like, I love these palettes, and I really didn't think I would like this palette. I've been trying not to buy it for the longest time, and finally bought it, and I'm really happy that I did. And then I got Glowing in Grease, which this is gorgeous as well, like even more gorgeous. Like, the blushes are glowy. You put on the highlighters, they melt right into the blush. It's very, very pretty. And I mean, these aren't redos. Like, this is very much corally peaches. And like the highlighters are in the pink realm, except for that gold right there. These are kind of more around across the board. Like, you have this lychee shade that's made, for, I guess, for fairer skin tones. I don't really know who could wear that. But you have coral, which is a peachy. You have pomegranate, which is really deep dark. Not super deep dark, but, you know, you can use it probably for darker skin tones. And then you have like more of like your highlighters that are meant to fit every shade. Out of these, I will say I do like the Glowing in Grease as far as like the blushes and stuff go. But the highlighters, BH Cosmetics is really good with their highlighters. So I am kind of happy that I made this purchase. Then, LA Girl, also, I got their Bright Beam Babe highlighter and bronzer palettes when I was on vacation. And I fell in love with the formula of these as well. These are better, I feel like, if you use a natural hairbrush because their texture is very different. This one is Electrifying, and it has this duochrome purple blue shift up here. And that's the only thing that really differentiates it, other than the tones from, sorry, I keep dropping stuff, from this one, which is, what is this one? Exhilarating. This one is the warmer palette, you can tell. Then this one is the cooler palette. But if you do them side by side like this, you could swear, like, I really thought that somebody had copied and pasted it when I saw pictures of these. But like I said, when you tell it in person, you can tell that this one is way cooler and this one's warmer. But not a lot. And then, like, they say that these are bronzers. You get two matte bronzers, and then I assume that they're saying that this is a bronzer. But I don't know anybody that would use that. Like, it's the same formula as their highlighters, which, as you can tell when I shift it, they're like highlighter formula. I don't know how to explain it. It's very blinding. So anybody that would use this as a bronzer, it does kind of confuse me. Because, like, it's pretty, but I don't know how it would look, like, blended in. Like, it would definitely look very highlighter-ish. It would just not look flattering, is all I'm trying to say. Then, going to, like, blush singles and stuff like that. Got the LA Girl Just Blushing single in Just Dance, which is like this really hot purpley shade. And I'm into purples now because I think of Ursula and Yzma when I look at these. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to become them one day. So let me just go ahead and get this. Like, I don't know. I haven't used it. It's very purple. Like, super purple. And I know if I start doing swatches, I'm going to make this video very, very long. Which I'm trying not to do. But, like, this is an eyeshadow. Because, like I said, I have done this video a while. Like, it's very, like, light. Like, it could probably make me look ashy if I blended it out too much. But, yeah, it's pretty purple. Then I bought some new Sleek palettes because I ended up busting my lace palette and I was so distraught I had to buy another one. And since I was buying another one, it's like, oh, let me just make myself feel better and buy these. This one is Pink Lemonade, and Pink Lemonade comes with a cream blush and the 2 powders. This is my favorite palette out of my blushes, I think, and especially just right now. But this made me wonder, like, why I ever stopped using pink blushes. Like, they're not super bright pink, but I did get out of, like, I got into the more neutrally corally blushes, and, like, these are perfect. Like, they look natural enough that they don't look like a clown, you know, but I just think that they're really pretty, and I do like how they have a cream because that does accentuate the powders even more, even though the cream is fine on its own. Then I also bought the Sugar palette, which is kind of reminiscent. Like, they have this, like, Dirty Peach shade. I'm going to call it Dirty Peach. In every single one of their blushes, but it has a different tone to it. And I have not used this one yet. But they say that this one is suited more for darker skin tones, which I mean I can see with these two. But on me, they look fine. Like, I could see if you packed it on how it could look a little bit too much, which was my kind of fear with these. But they are really, I love their blushes. You're going to hear me say I love this formula a lot tonight. Then, recent purchases are more highlighter palettes from Sleek, which are the last 2 that I don't have unless they come out with another one, which I'm hoping that they don't because I need money. I got the Love Shook palette, which, and you can't flip the mirror any more farther back than this, but I mean, you've seen videos of this, and it is gorgeous. I have it on my cheeks right now. Like, I have this purple shade, like I told you, I'm into purples, on this cheek right here, which I know you probably can't tell. And then I have a mixture of this shade and this shade on this cheek. And I saw a video where somebody said that this was not meant to be a highlighter palette, obviously, even though it's labeled as that. I mean, you can use these any way you want. But you can sheer these out. And I mean, I'm into, like, different highlighters. So, like, this purple one up here is perfect for me. I love purple highlighter on my skin. Don't know why. But, I mean, this one is definitely, like, really, really deep. But if you tap your brush and, like, lightly use it, I can see it working. Not for, like, none of this is for fair skin tones at all. But I can see people trying to make it work. That have a little bit more color to their skin. And then I also got Copper Plate, which this is, like, perfect for summer. I wish I had started off with this. Because, like, you get this beautiful rose gold. Like, you see how it's coming off pink? And, like, if you flip it, it looks like it's just pure gold. You got a copper, obviously. And, like, all these light shades. And, like, they're just freaking gorgeous. Like, I'm really excited about this palette. And going forward with it in the summer. And then I also love how, like, this packaging is, like, silver. This one is copper. Or more bronzy. The other palettes that I have are just gold. So, like, you can tell what they are just from looking at them. Then, I think that that's it. Oh, these face brushes. Let's talk about these face brushes real quick. So, each of these videos might be 20 minutes. Which is a little bit shorter than what they were before. Oh, there is more blushes that we have to talk about after this one. I got the e.l.f. Foundation Swirl Brush. I gotta test this one out a little bit more. But I thought it would leave, like, streaks because of how it's, like, swirled it is. And actually, I feel like it buffs my foundation in a lot better than, like, normal brushes. But it could just be like, again, I bought it, so I think it works type thing. Then I got these Japanese brushes. Can't say them. They have them at Walmart, which is the only reason why I was kind of interested in getting them. And they have I got the High Impact foundation brush, which I love. It's like really big, and I can like tap my foundation into it. I can blend it, and it does give you like a really full coverage look. The bristles in these are very good. I mean, this is like a really thick brush too, like if you can't tell. And then I got the highlighting duo, which I really got this for like a blush brush, or contour, or powder, or whatever. And then they came in with a fan brush. But I do like these brushes. Like, it has made me interested in getting this brush line, but I need to slow down on my brushes for right now. Then the last but certainly not least, nor forgotten, are the Milani Baked Blushes. And all of this started with Petal Primavera and Sunset Passion. I'm going to say it like that, but I'm not going to repeat it because I feel like I sound stupid. And like these are like pretty, if I can open it, pretty peaches, like dirty rose, colors. Well, I like these so much that I bought the remaining four, I think it's 4. Well, I mean, I already had Luminoso. But the 3 that I didn't have from like their permanent blush line, and you can go on their website and get more, which I want to do, but it's way too much money. This one is Rose Dorio, which I do love, and I think that's one of my favorite ones. And then I also love how like the more you use it with a brush, the more these veins pop out, and so it adds more shimmer and color and dimension to your blush. I got Dulce Pink, which is like this really bright pink color. And I mean, this formula is also glowy on its own anyway. Like, it doesn't need help. Like, I don't really put on highlighter when I have these on. And then I got Berry Amore, which is not really berry, but just more like a mid-tone pink color. And I mean, I love these. Like, everybody raves about them. Nothing new. But yeah, that is the first installment. So maybe I can get through the rest of these like super quick, and they're not be almost an hour long. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. As you can tell, I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna try to keep myself up and upload the rest of it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.